All right, Mario, I mean, impressive results. I mean, people watching this interview, they will have seen the press release, they will have seen the email with the key figures, impressive results. They will have also read your quote. In fact, I wanted to ask you something before we get into the, I'm proud of these outstanding results. When I drafted the quote, I wrote, I am very proud of these outstanding. Did you remove the very? Are you proud but not very proud?
Look, I think it's always better to be moderate and prudent. And yes, I mean, these are outstanding results, but job is not done. We still have to deliver on the 27 targets. The world is very volatile. The economies are fragile. So yes, this is great, but there is more that needs to come by the end of the year and then in the next years.
Indeed, it is the context that we want to underline. I mean, the numbers are great, but I think they are better understood if we explain the context in which these were delivered. Volatile markets, instability in the geopolitical scenes. I mean, this is what makes these results really outstanding. It's because it's the context, it's against us, basically.
And also, if we compare our results with every kind of peers that we have around the world, we stand out. This is great, but we need to continue. I mean, this is a very special situation of the world markets. It will continue for many years. We need to get used to it. There will be immense opportunities for the companies ready to capture these opportunities. And we want to continue beating the peers and the rest of the industry with this kind of results. So I think it's a great start, but we need to do much more, and we need to put even more energy for the rest of the 3-year plans that we have ahead of us.
What I'm reading in between the lines of what you're saying is that we worked very hard over the years in trying to minimize the volatility, or at least manage the volatility.
Yeah.
Right now, we need to change a little bit our mindset, and we need to embrace the uncertainty. We need to be able to know and to work with it, as opposed to trying to manage it, right? It's there, and it's not going to go away. Potentially, it's going to get worse before it gets better, and we need to understand how to embrace volatility and uncertainty.
Yes, this is very true. I mean, higher volatility means definitely higher risks, and means that we have less opportunities to minimize, reduce, balance these risks.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we should be bold. It doesn't mean that we should go blind. It just means that we need to see the opportunities that are there together with the risks and go for the opportunities, because there are many, and some of them we captured, and we will figure out how to capture the remaining ones or the new ones that will appear in the markets.
Yeah. One of the messages also that we're trying to pass along on a day like this one is how we achieved these results from an operational point of view. And I've put down three sentences for me: strong underwriting discipline, superior risk selection, and operational excellence and management action. These 4 things combined, it's really what makes these results also very strong, right? Because it's not just a strike of luck.
Yeah, and for me and for a number of colleagues who remember what was the situation of the company 10 years ago, these things really mean a lot, and really make me proud of what we achieved now. I mean, let's start with underwriting excellence. We have a fantastic, a stellar combined ratio. Now, underwriting has been my first priority. 10 years ago is my constant priority. The work done by the commercial insurance team, by the retail people in the countries is impressive, is amazing. I mean, having the combined ratio of commercial insurance at 90 is just outstanding. And having retail already below 95 now, it is outstanding. And it's a demonstration of the quality of the thousands of people working on underwriting and claims across the organization, as it is also a demonstration of this information, the data, the analytics of which have been developed over the past years, especially in commercial insurance. And then on management, look, I mean, the turnaround of Farmers, the transformation, even better than the turnaround, is probably the most impressive demonstration of management capabilities we have in the group. I don't think anybody expected us, the Farmers team, to be able to transform the company in just a so short amount of time. Now we have growth of customers, growth of policy in forces that we haven't seen for 10 years. The combined ratio is better than the majority of the US peers. This proves the quality of the management. This is an organization with a fantastic quality, competences, and this is what makes me also confident on the future.
Excellent. Regarding the target, a very ambitious target, for example, our BOP, right? Profitability and growth, sometimes they need to be balanced. It's difficult to balance them. Can you expand a little bit about how we want to make sure that we are able to leverage both, but without getting one at the expense of the other?
Look, I understand it, but I think it is what we have done over the past 10 years. We have shrunk over the past 10 years businesses that we thought were going to become unprofitable or less profitable, and we have expanded other businesses. Now, last year, we said that we will grow mid-market and specialties, and that is what we are doing. And no matter what happened in the last months, we still see mid-market and specialties as the areas of growth, and we're pursuing them relentlessly. And there are profits there. So this is where the growth and the profits will be together there. Retail also is today very profitable, and so we need to expand there. And then there are other areas where we have to be careful because the market is not supporting us, the profits are not expanding or are not even visible, and there we're being careful and we will remain careful. But I think we know what to do. This is not a new story. This is not a beginning. Yeah. It's just continuing on the things that were done before and successfully done.
You mentioned specialties. Maybe another area of attention is life,
yes,
right? Where there are great opportunities.
Yes. Life has a tremendous half year. Growth is fantastic. CSM has a new record peak. And protection is growing very strongly, especially on a like-for-like basis, and not considering a divestiture that we made. So life is going to be an area of development, success, and satisfaction for shareholders over the next year. I'm super confident on life.
Excellent. Mario, we need to close on with a special mention perhaps of two regions of our colleagues in APAC and in Latin America, because they are also showing some great progress and some great contribution towards achieving our 2027 targets. So what can we say about them? What can we tell them?
Yeah. Latin America had tough years, the region, not us. The economics of Argentina especially, but also some of the other countries have been in a complete restoration. But finally, things are moving for better. And so the colleagues have done a fantastic job in protecting the balance sheet and developing the P&L in a tough economical situation. I'm hopeful that they will find a more supportive economic environment over the next years. And they've done a fantastic job. I mean, I've been to Argentina last year, and I've shared, customer stories, customer successes. I talked to distributors together with the management there. They have done a fantastic job. Brazil is today one of the strongest economies in the world. Chile is recovering from a tough economical situation. In Mexico is, with the proximity to US in a special situation, but also with immense opportunities for growth. So Latin America has a brighter future and is coming out of tough years. Asia, honestly, for us is the growth opportunity. I want to grow commercially in Asia. I want to grow life. I want to continue growing retail. I'm still very committed to grow Indonesia. Australia is doing an outstanding job fixing the property and casualty and growing life. Asia is going to be the engine of growth for us over the next year, so we'll continue investing there.
Great, Mario. Let's close it where we started it. Let's thank everybody and their families for a great start, a great first 6 months in a 3-year plan. A lot more to do.
A lot more to do, as always.
As always. Thank you, Mario.
Thank you.